What's up, guys? I'm really bad at filming, working on stuff and not filming anything. I got some stuff off Marketplace I need to show you. There's a early 2000s Silverado HD hood. The fenders off a 2500 HD. I just removed the little thing that went on there, the fender flare. And these fenders are pretty much perfectly straight. The hood is perfectly straight except for a little spot right here. You can probably see, well, maybe not. Right there, there's like a little dent that kind of makes it look wavy right there. But other than that, the hood is perfectly straight. Rust free for the most part. This fender has a little dent in the bottom, which kind of creased it. As you can see right there, it got bent in right there somehow. And it just kind of creased the fender right there. Other than that, the fender is super straight. And like I said, it's still dirty. I got to get off this sticky stuff here where I took the flare off, because it's going on a half ton that don't need a flare. Dismantling this to get the core support and starting to tear this thing down. Yeah, sadly, the Escalade is no more. It will be going away completely. I'll be probably selling the shell to somebody. I'm a single cab guy at heart. I just got the Escalade because I thought it would be fun, and it has the 6.0 liter. But here is what I bought off Marketplace. 300 bucks. Okay, 300 bucks for all this. The two fenders, the hood, this cab with both doors. It's rough, but for 300 bucks. I mean, I got it all stripped out on the inside. It came with some seats. It came with almost all the interior. It was missing the dash and steering column. But this cab I thought was perfect. Has some dings in it, but I don't care about dings. And then all this glue stuff I need to get off. That was like somebody tried to re-stick. Oh, lovely. That's taking off the white paint too. Oh well. But anyway, I need to keep cleaning on this thing because it's got a bunch of dirt and stuff in it. This cab came from Houston. It was a work truck, 2500 HD Duramax, single cab. But sadly, there is a little rust hole there, and a little rust hole there that's formed in this cab. But what are you gonna do? See, there's some more dents and stuff up here. I'm guessing this thing may have had a rack on it. A little dent right there. But it is what it is. This side's pretty straight. Obviously the passenger side's always going to be straighter, because it's a side that you don't use every day. And I mean, the doors shut smooth. This side has worn out bushings, obviously, because this is the door you use all the time. So, but it still shuts smooth, but it has wore out bushings. And there's the frame. I sold all my big wheels. I traded my 24s for these decladded wheels with good tires. I mean, it is what it is. There's the grill. So I got the grill, the headlights, the park lamps are inside. I got a long bed with it. I scrapped the bed because we don't need no long beds around here. Good tailgate. I'm going to try to sell that on Marketplace because I'm not going to run a tailgate. I'm not going to run a rear bumper. This is going to be a street truck. Don't need any of that. I got some headlight bezels here. I went to the pick and pull yard and I thought I was going to get the right one, but of course it's the driver's side that's broke. I got two passenger sides now, so whatever. Handful of interior pieces. Like I said, headlights, park lights. I got the tail lights that came off the bed. They're in decent shape. We had some guys come over and cut some limbs out of these trees because they're getting close to the power lines. But anyway, seats are the driver's seat is completely tore up. Let me see if this shed here is unlocked. I'll show you the other stuff. Yes, it is. Went and picked up some cab mounts and that headlight bezel, 20 bucks. which is not a bad deal. Got a bunch of junk in here. Come on, light. Turn on, light. There you go. This seat's okay, but as you see the driver's seat, seat's no good. There's the other door panel. It's in decent shape, but you can tell this was a work truck. They used this truck. Headlights aren't broken, but they are, you know, cloudy. I mean, they're not broken. They still, and I got the pins over there. I found some pins. And then there's the taillights. They're just, you know, just early 2000s. One taillight, the two little tabs that come off that they screw to the bed, they're broke off. But I may use these. Maybe I can find another taillight. I think it's, again, the driver's side. The drinker's side is the passenger side. Then there's the park lamps up there. It's all just dingy, dirty. All this stuff, when I picked this thing up, all of this stuff was in the bed. The doors were laying in the bed, the hood, the doors, the fenders. Then these lights were just thrown in there, you know. And the guy said $300 for everything, which, I mean, most of this stuff is usable. I'd say that's a good deal. I mean, yeah, I could have spent $300 on just a cab, but I got a full HD front end. Well, minus the front bumper. The front bumper is mangled. But, you know, I would just want a regular bumper. You know, just using what I got. I did test fit the fenders on here. They fit perfectly. Even though this door is off, the body lines are still great. Hood, like I said, is okay. Just piecing together a single cab. So, say farewell to the Escalade. It's gone. And, you know, new subscribers, probably no more bass videos. Bass is gone. I'm not doing bass anymore. No more Escalade. Single cab, hot rod. That's what this channel is going to evolve into. Single cab, hot rod stuff. No bass, no stuff that weighs down a truck. I'll probably post some of this stuff on Marketplace. I'll probably post this shell on Marketplace. See what I can get out of it. It's fucked up. I'm getting rid of a shell that has a clean Texas title. And I got a truck over there that don't have a title. But it is what it is. It's probably about to start raining here because any second it keeps drizzling and stopping. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with this. I'm just slowly taking stuff apart here, but keeping it together enough to crank this thing and move it. As soon it's going to get moved out there, I may move that frame under here and start scuffing it and, you know, throwing paint on it, just spraying paint on it, you know, nothing fancy. Just want to throw some paint on it just so it don't look so rusty. And that paint stuck really good on the front, so, you know, I'll just like blast the rest, just powder the rest of the frame, make it look decent, and then start piecing it together. Like I said, I do have the gas tank and everything to that frame. I'll have to make up some brake lines because I'm doing away completely with the ABS. I took the ABS box off and I'm just going to get some T-fittings and some line connectors. I'm just running the brake lines straight to the master cylinder. And the good thing about that being a Duramax is, well, all the cabs are the same, but this Hydro Boost and everything will fit right at home in there. I'm hoping this steering shaft will connect up to the rack and pinion of a two-wheel drive, but we will have to see. I mean, with all this stuff being interchangeable, this core support will work with the HD hood and all that. You have to cut the bumper mounts off and lower them if you want to run the HD bumper. I found that out, but I'm just going to run a factory bumper. But all this stuff being plug and play and interchangeable. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Just a quick little update. You know, I should have made a video tearing all this down, but I didn't. I just got out here and picked up the cab from above Dallas. Had to drive all the way up there for the, or no. The frame was in Dallas. The cab was in Atlanta, Texas, which was about 90 miles away, so that wasn't bad. But the frame, a long bed that was full of the doors, hood, fenders, headlights. Cab had 80% of the interior. It didn't have the dash or steering wheel column, but it had some nasty seats, a good vinyl floor, back carpeting stuff, but most of this interior is probably going to go in that. Hopefully I can clean those doors up enough and get all that stuff off there. I don't know what they used on that driver door, but it's like, it almost seems like weather strip adhesive. It's real hard, and it's probably going to peel most of the paint off those areas. But this is just your general two-sided sticky stuff. That'll come off with an eraser wheel. And this hood right here, like I said, the only dent I could find is, can't see it in the light, but just this little area right here. Something rested right here in that bed, and it just put a very tiny dent in it. Other than that, this hood, you could probably buff this hood out. It would shine good, you know, except for these peeling spots, but who cares about that? It's all original paint. These doors I can probably get way cleaner. All I did was just go over them to get the, had a bunch of mildew on them. I mean, I just wiped over them real fast, and they got that clean, so. But anyway, I'll come back at you whenever I start moving stuff around, and maybe the frame will be under here, and we'll start kind of powdering on some paint on it. Once it's coated, I really wanted to get the drivetrain on the frame, the gas tank. I need to find fuel lines, because these over here are just junk. They're completely rotted, and also the plastic fuel lines on the tank, they're pretty rough. And I mean, these right here, you can see down in there, it's nothing but rust. I doubt they're good. And well, they're not good anyway, because they're cut right there. They're not good anyway, and these are single cab specific, so whatever. And I know there's kits on eBay, you can make your own fuel lines, but I had to do something. I would like the cab to be off when I do that. Just run all that stuff neatly and then put the cab on. But I don't really have a great way to put a cab on a vehicle right now. All I got's that engine hoist, and that's even sketchy. You know, just connecting it to the seat bolts and picking it up from the inside, that's sketchy, but anyway, we'll get there. I may have found a bed at the scrapyard here where my aunt works. There's a truck out there. It's got a white bed on it. There's a little bit of a whammy dent on the passenger side, like a little crease, but I think it'll be perfect for this truck, because this truck's got dents and dings all in it. It don't need to be pretty to go fast. Well, I'm noticing this fender actually has a little ding on it right there. Right about there, there's a little tiny ding, but it don't matter. Yeah, like, see, that's what this thing had on it. There's this real nasty stuff right here. But anyway, that's it for now. I will come back whenever I start getting stuff kind of organized and some stuff thrown on Marketplace, and say goodbye to the Escalade, because here shortly it will be gone. All right, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day or night.